Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dylan. It's been a while since my last video. That's because, it took a while to make, and, yeah, I don't know, I've just been kind of busy and whatever. But I'm here today to show you a new type of video. I'm going to be going over the spoilers for File 1015, actually specifically one spoiler in particular. So yeah, let's jump right into it. At the end of File 1014, Assistant Inspector Yagi Shiori was thrown from the roof. This is the second murder in a serial murder targeting only female police officers. Right before she died, she managed to type in the numbers 7155 into her phone. Right after that, the culprit dropped a 100 yen coin on her phone that had a cherry blossom on it and stomped it into her phone. Other police officers were called to the scene, and Kudoez was already there examining the crime scene. I had this stupid crack theory that Kudoez actually killed the police officer since I think he was the first one that showed up at the crime scene, and he's framing it onto other people. That would have been so cool. That would have freaking made his character so much better, but that's obviously not true. Now moving on to the actual spoilers, one in particular is the last page of File 1015, where it shows Yumi knocked out, presumably dead, on the floor. Now, at a first glance, this is like a huge shock because it looks like Yumi is dead. And I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind that. I mean, it sounds horrible, but Gosho has a problem of not killing off characters, and that kind of makes me upset. So, I don't know, I kind of want some big drastic thing to happen. But yeah, at first glance, it looks like she dies, but if we look a little bit further into it, we can tell that maybe she isn't dead, maybe she's just knocked out. The first thing that I noticed is she's in the tape. Like, she's enclosed in the tape. Now, if she is dead, maybe some time passed, maybe the police came and inspected the scene and then outlined her in tape. But, I mean, that's one thing, but there's two things that don't line up. It's the sign with the letter A on it, that's in the middle of nowhere, that should be where her hat would be, and also her body, her right arm specifically, isn't in the tape. So, what the hell? So yeah, that's definitely a little weird. Now, what I thought was Yumi is actually lying in Yagi's spot from the last file, where she was thrown from the roof and then where she landed and died. Because the reason being, the blood, if you look in the last panel, the blood is super dried up. It's clearly not as dark as the blood would be if someone just died recently. So it looks like it's been there for a while. The A, the sign with the letter A on it, I believe that is Yagi's phone, because when she died and she typed in 7155, her phone was a couple inches away from her hand, so that could represent her phone, and her not completely inside the tape could just mean that she isn't in Yagi's position. But this does bring up a good point. Why is she in the tape in the first place? Let's just put it like that. Why is she in the tape in the first place? And why so closely? Because there's only one part of her that isn't in the tape, and that's her right arm. My reason for this, maybe the culprit knocked her out, making Yumi the third victim, but maybe like in the middle of him about to kill her, maybe he just like knocked her out with a taser because that's what he did in the past. Perhaps he realized that this is not the girl that he wanted to kill, so maybe he stopped halfway. Or maybe he was in the process of tasing her and knocking her out, and then something happened where he couldn't finish the job. Maybe someone came in and noticed, or maybe he realized that it wasn't the right person and just left her. There's a ton of possibilities that could happen. Also, just saying this right now, I didn't read the spoilers for this file yet. I'm just kind of going off of what I see here. So yeah, take that as you will. But yeah, my opinion, I think the culprit knocked her out and then realized midway that, oh god, this is not the right person, and then left. I mean, to be fair, if you're a serial killer, I guess you have your certain victims planned out already, but if it were me, I probably just would have killed her anyway, but whatever. While looking at this, for some reason, it paralleled the Koji case to me, mainly because there's a crime scene, and there's just evidence that isn't lining up, and maybe the victim fled the scene in a hurry, for some odd reason. Clearly, I don't think Rum showed up here, I mean, unless Kudoez Rum, but that's whatever. Because with the Koji case, there was running water, there were the shards of glass. There's a lot of stuff that was unfinished at his crime scene, and as we know, Rum messed up 17 years ago. Either that being he was the one who killed Koji, or he interfered with Koji's killer, or whatever it may be. Something happened where they couldn't finish killing the victim, or they couldn't finish cleaning the crime scene. I think the same thing is happening here. The culprit knocked Yumi out, was about to kill her, maybe something happened, and he couldn't finish and he had to run away. Either that, or he realized midway that Yumi isn't the girl he's looking for. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had. The other spoilers were either really small, because, you know, we get some low quality spoilers early on. Other than that, it's pretty much just the investigation of Kudoez, Sato, and Megure looking at the body, and the culprit in the background looking onto the crime scene, obviously thinking of the phone and the Sakura coin and all that. So yeah, in conclusion, I don't think Yumi is dead, although I really want her to be. She's not. That would also leave Shukichi's plotline untied if she died. I mean, that would totally throw a wrench in it. That would make everything more intriguing and interesting, but I don't know, just with like Gosho's way of telling a story, I don't think that's gonna happen. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of video. This was sort of new to me. If you guys want more, let me know in the comments. If you guys have any suggestions or thoughts about my theory, or thoughts about what I said today, go ahead and leave those in the comments as well. Don't know when my next video will be. Hopefully it'll be on file 1015, the full file, but no promises. Okay, thank you. And on that note, I will catch you guys later.